follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard. We are live in downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. A very fun and entertaining 3-hour program coming up. Hopefully a winning 3-hour window as well here on the show. Jeff Seeley, fresh off of his win with Wyndham Clark last week at the BMW in 30 minutes. We'll look at East Lake, which starts tomorrow. Mike Palm on the program. You cannot be serious. And also, is it time for all of us to be betting Shohei Ohtani to win the National League MVP? And live from Hawaii, Matt Youmans, host of VSiN Primetime, going to join us talk some college football. We just got a report from the fellows in the back about how Youmans started the trip when he landed in Hawaii. Surprise, surprise, he stopped at one of his favorite fast food restaurants called Zippy's at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he capped off breakfast with a what was it, a hot fudge sundae?
Fudge sundae.
Yeah.
At 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m.
That's impressive. I couldn't even do that. Well done. A little bit surprising, too, because they have him here. But good for him getting after it.
We have plenty of football today on the docket as well. We will start a little Major League Baseball. We have a couple of games in action right now. And I just want to begin here, Paulie. It feels like the Costanza do the opposite time right now. Or if you're a contrarian bettor, same thing. Because some of the obvious stuff now this week, maybe it's not going to be a winner, but you would expect like different results. Go back to Monday night. We talked about this on the show. Chase Burns, year to date, was fantastic. Taking on a team that was bottoming out big time in San Francisco, and the Giants rocked them, and they won the game outright as a big dog. Yesterday, I'm going to forget some stuff here, but on paper, it had all the makings for Gavin Williams to take a wrecking ball to the Angels.
Struck out the side in the first.
And he lasted, one more out?
Yeah.
That was it. He got rock and rolled. Paul Skeens, terrific against a team that's been on fire.
How was the velocity, though? I mean, I still think you still have to bet it under. He did go 6 innings. So I think that's going to be that's going to cap it at 6. So with the outs under, he was okay. Gave up 2 hits, but if the velocity's there, okay, that's good news. But all of a sudden, the Friars can't hit now.
Yeah, and I'll give you 2 things that appeared to be way too obvious today. I did not bet them. I'm dialing back the baseball stuff as football approaches. There's nothing wrong with that. But Logan Webb, now he got crushed at Boston. Nothing wrong with that. They've been one of the hottest teams in baseball for like 2 months now. But before that, he was awesome in 4 starts, gave up basically nothing for the Giants. This is a guy at home during the day, specifically in his career, has been really good. How is he this short of a number today? Like it was like near pick 'em almost against Lodolo and the Reds. I get it. They're going for the sweep, so it might be a little anti-sweep stuff.
Well, it's the first time. They're the only team that doesn't have a sweep. Are you kidding?
Is that right?
Yeah. I'm with you. I
Well,
had to bet the Giants. I'm with you.
I thought about it, but like this, it seems so obvious that I didn't. And now look at this. Bottom of the first. I think it's the first 2 batters have reached base for the Giants. And there's no score. Webb didn't do anything, allowed nothing in the first inning. And so they could score here early on to get a lead.
When the Reds can't hit and they have 1 run in the series, and you can finally get a sweep. And Devers has been hot as well.
Sure.
So you're right about his numbers until that last start, but he also has owned the Reds with an ERA under 2 the last 7. To add to it, but the bet on streaks is a lot of stuff. Who's hotter than Alonso? I keep forgetting to mention this every day. He's hitting .500 the last 15 games, and he has 8 home runs. So he's cashing tickets every game.
He's almost 4-1 to go yard again tonight.
So is Mickey Gasper, who's hitting almost .500 as well since he's been called up and hit 2 home runs. Those guys continue to produce and do it every game. And from that's baseball Susan standpoint, where you talked about what happened to Burns, what happened to Williams, Skeens turned it around. Miller gave up a home run for the first time all year.
There you go.
And they lost 1-0, right? They took them deep in the ninth.
98-mile-an-hour changeup.
Oh, come on.
O'Neill Cruz says, I don't care about that.
And fastball Freddie did it today. He was 0-2 with an ERA of 7 in 4 starts since Tampa acquired him. He had lost 6 straight decisions, and he has the worst ERA in baseball during that stretch. 3-0 Rays, that's a winner.
So this one feels to me like it would be a perfect opportunity to hop in like George Costanza. And I'll lay out what's been good, and it just seems so obvious that they should dominate again tonight. Boston is looking for their 2nd consecutive sweep. Overall, they have 10 this year. Only the Tampa Bay Rays with 13, they have more in all of Major League Baseball. Sonny Gray is going 9-1 with a 2.02 ERA. That's in his last 10 starts on the road. And he has completed at least 6 innings in 9 consecutive road starts. His outs prop tonight is 17.5, juiced at almost $2. You want to do the opposite? Right?
Yep.
It seems like, okay, they should win the game. He should go 6 innings. But how about you play a little Sonny Gray under 17.5 outs at like plus 170?
The Dogs had their day yesterday. They crushed it. They went 11-4, and they actually should have had a better day because some teams had some bullpen issues, and I can't believe the Angels lost that game. But I'm with the Red Sox and how they keep doing this. And how about the 21-1 run against teams with a winning record? How staggering is that number? Not to mention, second shortest turnaround in history. They went from 14 under to 14 over 500 in the fastest span.
Right.
So good for them. And the train keeps on a-rolling. And how about what comes up in 10 minutes? Woo is an underdog at home as Seattle tries. I said this. If they can get through this stretch here, 9 games coming up, well, they can start 3-0 if they can sweep Luzardo and the Phillies. Woo is plus 125. They've won his last 7 starts at home. Personally, he's 6-0 with an ERA under 1. Come on.
So why?
And it's right there for him because we know how easy the schedule is in September.
Why are the Phillies favored then?
I don't get it.
Because Luzardo can be really good, and is it just the market telling us that they're not going to get swept?
Well,
To avoid the sweep again, betting against that
a
angle?
little bit of that, but also they got the big dumper going now.
Yeah, oh, have you seen this now?
That's 4 bombs in 2 days.
If you go back to the Baseball Classic, when Cal Raleigh refused to acknowledge Randy Arozarena, right, at the plate, when those countries played each other. And people are like making fun of, well, that's the reason why Big Dumper has had a terrible season. It's bad karma. So PCA at the plate the other night, when they drubbed the Mariners 19-2, he tapped him on the dumper, right? Since then, PCA is hitless. Big Dumper hit 4 home runs in a row.
I'll buy it. All right. Good stuff.
Has the karma been reversed?
Stuff. Yeah.
So I would ask
I'm a
you
karma
this.
guy, yeah.
I would ask you this about the Mariners. We've talked about this now, projecting what the numbers, and I think like Caesars will probably post most wins in September, probably in the next day or two. Circa might as well. Still got a couple of days to get. They're going to be the favorites to have the most wins in September because of the schedule. And to me, it's going to be an unbettable number. But would you rather bet them? I think if you're going to bet them most wins in September, you might as well bet them to win the American League West or even take some Mariners to win the American League. Because if they have the most wins in September, they'll probably win their division. And then they're going to be red hot going into the American League playoffs.
Yep.
And this was supposed to be the month, the time, that stretch where the Astros were probably going to run away with the division.
I'll do it. I'll jump on board. And I did take Cleveland to make the playoffs. $1.10. They won again last night. They were down 5-0. Somehow came back and won in extra innings and actually covered the run line. They have 2 series left against teams with a winning record. That's it. I could win the division or I can get the 3rd wild card.
Right.
And the other thing about you can't dismiss anyone, how crazy this is, especially in the American League. 1 year ago today, we sat here. Cleveland was 12.5 back. They won the division and caught Detroit.
That was 1 year ago today?
Yeah. They were 12.5 back. They won 24 of their last 32 and won the division and stole it from Detroit. They were 12.5 back.
Do we remember
that
what
late
they
in
were
the
to win their
season.
division?
It
had to be triple digits, right?
Yeah, it was 100, right?
I know we talked about it because I think some people had it, but I don't remember what that number was. By the way, Lodolo has already loaded up the bases for the Giants. His pitch count is at 24 already. He does have 2 outs, but now the batter here has a 1-0 count as well.
I also bring it up because Kansas City won again. Right?
So what do you think they
That's
can do?
9 in a row now. Now you're going to have to, because FanGraphs says that the 6th seed is going to have about 82 wins in there. So you have to go like 23-7, something like that. But, why not us?
Well,
They've won 9 in a row. And then you got Cameron's been unhittable too.
Think about some of the teams that have gone on runs over the years. I mean, that Rockies team in 2007.
Yeah, right.
They couldn't lose down the stretch, and they made the World Series. We talked about this team recently. The Albert Pujols-led Cardinals were dead and buried in 2011. They came roaring back, made the playoffs, and beat the Rangers in a very improbable comeback win to win the World Series. The Guardians that 1 year when they had a 23-game winning streak. The A's would do it early aughts with Miguel Tejada all the time, blazing hot, late summer, would win 100 games. Here you go. Don't want to play him in the playoffs. So I guess, what is that team? What if it could be the Royals here? Cameron's going when? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Starting to hit.
What, one bad start in a month and a half?
I know. I mean, if you sweep Toronto now,
Toronto
jump
playing
a lot of teams, but still, I mean, if Cleveland can do it, why can't Kansas City?
Well, how nuts do you want to get, though, just to make the playoffs?
That's fine. Yeah, I don't have to do division, but I'm pointing out what Cleveland did to catch Detroit, though.
Right. And what do you think we would have been saying a year ago and everybody else?
Right.
They have no chance,
yeah,
right?
Sure, of course. And that's it's happened, but still, you have to get hotter than you know what, and the other team has to implode. So,
well, look, I mean, how many teams this year have we talked about while it's been happening are totally schizophrenic? Lodolo got out of it.
Come on. Boy. He just looked at 2 cock shots.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Right down the middle, 2 pitches.
He looked at what? What is it referred to as?
Oh, man. That's terrible. Right down the middle. He took it. Unbelievable. Rainbow Authentics and VSiN taking the bets to the beach. Tim Murray, Matt Humans live in Hawaii. Special edition of VSiN Primetime at the Waikiki Beach Resort. Don't miss a beach edition of the College Football Betting Podcast, breaking down every angle of Week 0. VSiN in Paradise kicks off tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Humans live from the beach at the end of the show. The next 2 days only on VSiN. And make sure you go to Zippy's as well, live from Hawaii at the Sheraton.
Do you think Matt will have his second go-around from Zippy's in his hand when he pops on with us in about 2 hours?
Hey, I'm surprised because we have it here. I would think it's...
Well, one in Rome, right?
Yeah.
All right, you rarely hear a report from NFL media using this word to describe how bad a player has been. And this is from a team that had plenty of hype in the early part of the offseason. Those details coming up on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Brought this up about a half an hour ago. I was listening to Money Moves on the way in, and Stormy refused to say a pizza place on the air, and they tied in to how Gil has done that with a sushi restaurant in Las Vegas as well. And I was having fun saying, I would never do that. And I named the name of the steakhouse that I went to last night, which was amazing. It's called Maroon at Sahara. I did not know this. Gil asked the sushi owner if he could give it out on the air, and the owner of the restaurant said, please don't. What am I missing here? You don't want a free pop?
I wonder if it's that place on West Flamingo that the guy used to work at the Bellagio, and it's so popular, and everyone raves about the sushi there.
Let's
been to a couple times.
Let's do a Yelp search for sushi. Jesus. Sushi restaurants in Las Vegas and start going down name by name and location by location to see if we come up with it.
Yeah.
And then the pizza place, too, with Stormy that she gave out.
I can't, of all things, come on.
We
all love food.
Well, how about the owner doesn't want him to say it on the air?
That is bizarre, right?
That's baffling. So the Phillies are leading the Mariners by a score of 6-0. Jesus Luzardo,
Filthy.
Awesome today, but he's going to come out. He's had 104 pitches, 7 innings, 1 hit, 9 Ks. And Brian Wu, boy, what a weird season for him, man. 4 innings, 6 earned runs, 2 home runs allowed.
He'd won his last 7 at home, and he was 6-0 with an ERA under 1. Harper took him deep. Schwarber took him deep. And it was over early. And this would be a tough beat. This was 6-0 in the second inning. Tough beat if he had the over.
Yeah, looks like Schwarber is probably going to lead the league in home runs this year. That's now number 40.
And sometimes these losses can linger and fester. Horrible job by the Cubs in the last 48 hours.
Absolutely brutal.
Got shut out today, blew a 4-0 lead in the 8th inning last night. If the Padres missed the playoffs, remember that sequence last night. Couldn't get a run off Skeens, who's been awful. Just needed 1 run. And then for the first time all year, Miller gave up a home run. They lost 1-0, while Arizona came back down 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th and won and walked off the Cubbies in the 9th.
Yep.
Fastball Freddie had it today. And that's what Palm said about Detroit's packed it in. Freddie had the worst ERA going back the last 6 starts in baseball. And the Rays won 3-0. That was a big win. And the Giants are 3 outs away from their first sweep of the season. How about that? 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th against the listless Reds.
By the way, I wanted to go back to that Padres game against the Pirates a couple nights ago. Bottom of the 8th. Cronenworth just singled to make it 2-2. Consecutive walks to Machado and France loaded the bases.
Okay.
So they're tied there, bottom of the 8th. And at that point, who knows what? I mean, get the winning run in and across, and then you bring in Mason Miller for that game. Instead, last night he has to come in. By the way, your favorite thing in all of baseball, non-save situation. You bring in the hammer of God, and O'Neill Cruz slams a 98-mile-an-hour changeup over the fence for a home run.
I'm okay at that point. Tie game late in August. I just don't like hey, it's 5-1, bring them in.
Or, 7-0.
That's yes.
All right, tonight, you mentioned Gasper a couple of times. The official numbers in 8 games since getting called up, he's batting .476, 5 home runs, 3 doubles, and 12 RBIs. And the Sonny Gray thing, again, it looks so obvious here. 9-1 with a 2.02 ERA in his last 10 starts on the road. And he has completed at least 6 innings in 9 consecutive road starts. Outs prop tonight, 17.5, but you got to lay almost $2 for it.
That's a rat line. Oh, is this a rat line? I mentioned how good they are against teams with a winning record, and plus how good Sonny Gray's been.
I also think what's going on right now, we had a rat line today. And that's the Giants, and they're up 6-3 right now.
That's right.
But it was way too short. But
How about the Astros? Bellinger owns Lambert, 445 career. I'm glad we mentioned the Dalton Varsho stuff. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Bad job by Warren again. The Yankees get the offense there, but then the pitchers didn't have their back as they lost a tough one. Rodriguez is cheap at home against Lambert. Total of 9. I would expect fireworks again in this one, and a lot of runs.
So what about the Yankees bullpen?
And the Yankees, 23 games in a row haven't scored a first inning run. That still's going on.
Yeah, you think they misjudge it all? So the bullpen had been nails, by the way.
Yeah.
The Yankees, they posted a 1.75 ERA in their previous 17 games before Tuesday, and they got blown up. 6 runs in 4 innings. In fact, Hedrick, who took the loss, people are calling him like one of the team's MVPs this year. He's been that good. And he didn't have it last night. So they used a lot of guys in a high-scoring game. And I would ask you this about the Yankees in the playoffs. What do you do with Will Warren?
I can't throw him.
No
way.
Yeah.
I doubt Fried's coming back, but still I go Cole, Schlittler, Rodon, take my chances.
Mm-hmm.
I have Judge back by then. That should be enough. Pitching's been great. Can't have any part of Warren. Here's rat line number 2 or number 3. Have you seen how good Randy Dobnik's been?
Absolutely.
Kansas City's won 9 in a row, and Spencer Miles is $1.55. Not only have they, during this winning streak, 9 in a row, the offense has been great, and this guy's got an ERA of 1.50 in his last 7 starts. Again, 1 year ago today, the impossible happened. Why not Kansas City in this putrid American League?
So he has not allowed a run in 21 1/3 innings on the road this year.
Of all people, yes.
So
totally under the radar. And why would you pay attention to him anyways? You're right.
Yeah.
They've been so bad, but now it's getting interesting that they won 9 in a row. And if this really gets fun, if they can keep this going.
That the aforementioned 1.50 ERA that leads Major League Baseball in this stretch of time.
Oh God,
minimum of 30 innings pitched.
Yeah,
he's been that good.
Yep.
Do you have a bet on them in pocket?
I think you have to take him. You have to take Kansas City at this price and what he's doing. Right?
Here's maybe another guy that you want to look at tonight as the Orioles take on the Cards.
Alonso props.
He's almost 4-1 to hit a home run.
Right. I should have been mentioning this every day. The run that this guy's on. He's hitting 500 in the last 15 games. Did it again last night. 4 hits, 8 home runs, 18 RBIs. He's crushing it.
Sure. So, okay, again, what's the play here then? Because 4-1 is a pretty juicy price on one of the guys who is like one of the hottest batters in all of baseball.
You just go total bases, hits, runs, RBIs. Oh, yeah, whatever you want to do, right. Sensational run. Oh, so hot.
All right.
Ride him and ride Mickey.
And
Mickey's been doing
that was
too.
almost a grand slam by the Giants.
Mickey's been great.
Let's see how many runs they get in here. At least 2.
And,
no, bases clearing double here for the Giants to make it 9-3. So that should clear everything. Then obviously the over is in for sure. Lower total with Webb and Lodolo on the mound today. And outruns here with the Giants, assuming the bullpen doesn't come in and give up 11 runs in the top of the ninth inning.
Good article up ESPN.com about these races and how bad teams have made the playoffs before. The 05 Padres won the division 82-80. 73 Mets were 82-79, won the NL East. 2025 Reds got a wild card, only 4 games over. The 06 Cardinals won the division, 83 wins. Houston, 500, minus 42 run differential. Varsho, although was solid last night, has worked out hitting $1.86 since they acquired him. They did win the season series against Texas. Texas, under 500, minus 41 run differential. Big 9-game homestand in September. They have the tiebreaker over Seattle, Cleveland, Toronto, Baltimore, and Minnesota. Or excuse me, Minnesota has it over them, excuse me. Cleveland, 67-66, minus 5 run differential. They only have 2 series the rest of the way against teams that have a winning record. And the Red Sox are in the final week of the season. Who knows what they're playing for? Toronto, 64-69, minus 57 run differential. They're 3-3 with the Astros, 2-1 against the Guardians, 0-3 against Texas. And then you got the Twins, 64-69, minus 53 run differential. Ton of games against Chicago and Detroit.
Right.
And I don't know what you want to do with Baltimore, but they're in this too because Seattle's in it as well because of Seattle's joke schedule in September.
I'm going to ask you something that you have here on the Dodgers in a second, but the Braves are now only 3 games back of LA for a first-round bye, top 2 seed overall. Another win in this series would get them the head-to-head tiebreaker overall. Atlanta is 35-23 against teams currently at or above 500. The Dodgers are only 33-34 on the season.
But 2-12 last 14.
Wow.
How about that? And the Braves starters have a 1.82 ERA against them this year. Maybe that's the team and not Milwaukee. I know. But that's cause for concern.
Well, here's the question.
This has been ugly against good teams for the Dodgers going back.
Right. Let's assume that happens for 1 second and Milwaukee and Atlanta get the 2 byes. I wonder where that's going to go with the Dodgers' number to win the World Series. Like last year, no bye. FanDuel before the playoffs bumped them up to 7-1. They were never as high as 7-1 throughout the entire year. Preseason, regular season, any of it. But before the playoffs, they were. I wonder where that number goes if they have to win 3 series in the National League. Matt Humans live from Hawaii coming up next. You'll learn details about the Circa Friday Football Invitational, and we'll get his thoughts on Hawaii taking on Stanford coming up.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Wednesdays with the Maestro, Mike Palm, VP, Circa Las Vegas continues now. Time for You Cannot Be Serious.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
All right, let's start off with number 1. Man bites dog, more at 11. An Ohio trailer park is making efforts to protect its good name by distancing itself from an NFL owner. Just think about that statement. Wheat Hill Mobile Home Community in East Palestine, Ohio, is outraged after their name became headlines when San Francisco 49er majority owner and CEO Jed York was arrested in the community on charges of soliciting prostitution. He answered a sting operation. The Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force set up an online sting operation for prostitution. And he agreed online to meet a girl and pay her $140. They gave him, now this was conflicting reports, you have to dig into this, because the trailer park community said it was just a coincidence he got pulled over here. He wasn't going to any specific address in our community. Well, according to the official police records, they gave him a fictitious lot number within that community. So they gave him a lot number that didn't exist, but he had to go into that community, and then they pulled him over. He had 160 on him. What was the extra 20 for? Anyhow, maybe a tip.
Nice guy.
Maybe a tip. Now, what's the Jed York story? His mother is DeBartolo's sister, okay? And he bought up enough shares of her shares to become majority owner. Paul, do you also know he owns some soccer teams?
I did not.
I'm going to tell you this. I didn't know this either.
Oh, Leeds?
He's a minority owner in Leeds, and he's the majority owner of Rangers in Scotland, the biggest club in Scotland. Rangers and Celtic. Yes. He bought it just early last year. He bought the majority. He's now the controlling owner, or 49ers Enterprises is of Rangers. The owner of the mobile park said, "This is devastating. Now we are being treated like trailer park trash. This is a nice, quiet community of retirees and families." Somebody, one of the residents in the trailer park said, "He's an NFL owner. With that kind of money, why can't he take a jet and go to Nevada where it's legal?" These poor people are outraged. They cannot believe that their community has become the subject of these kind of rumors. Maybe when Chris Hansen moved in last year, though, it should have given them, I'm being facetious, might have given them a clue. Jet York!
You cannot be serious!
Well, Deshaun Watson, they're not, the next one, I forgot the titles. They're not booing, they're saying Deshaun. Very upset that the Cleveland Browns fans booed him in the first preseason game. When he came in after Shedeur Sanders in the post-game interview, he said, "It has nothing to do with my performance. It's simply personal. They booed me when I tore my Achilles." And then what does Todd Monken do? He goes and names him the starter. And not just for week one. It's not going to be a week-to-week decision. Deshaun Watson is our man. I'd just like to take a few moments to review, were the Browns fans justified in booing him? Might they have been right? Well, let's take a look at it. They traded 3 first-round picks that ended up when the dust settled and getting Will Anderson Jr. and Tank Dell. Unfortunately, Tank Dell hurt. He's coming back now this year. Great wide receiver out of Houston. To give him $230 million over 5 years, fully guaranteed. What's he done? Well, a little bit of a short sample size because the league suspended him 11 games for the sexual assault he was involved in the massage parlors. Maybe that's a reason to boo. Maybe. How about 2022? 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 40.4 passer rating. 2023, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a 43.7 passer rating. How about 2024? 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a 21 passer rating. Before he got hurt with the Achilles, the lowest rated quarterback in the NFL. Mitch, since the year 2000, 201 quarterbacks have made at least 15 starts in the NFL. Deshaun Watson ranks 197 out of 201. And his 4.2 net yards per attempt ranks him in the bottom 1% all time in NFL history. And he thinks it's personal because they boo. It's not about performance. Well, it could be personal, and it could be about performance, and they both be right. Meanwhile, Todd Monken, let's not forget that 2 years ago, trailing by 4 at home in the second half of the AFC Championship game, decided that Lamar Jackson had to throw the ball every single down. Cleveland Browns!
You cannot be serious!
Finally, let's go back to the PWHL, the Professional Women's Hockey League. The NHL, you know about this story?
No, but I'm excited.
The NHL has the Stanley Cup. I think everyone's familiar with it. Well, the PHL has the Walter Cup. It's a 35-pound sterling silver trophy designed by Tiffany's. The Montreal Victory won the cup, right? So now, like the NHL, it goes to each member of the Victory to celebrate in their hometown for 24 hours. It gets passed around, right? So Thursday, it got shipped to Lethbridge, Alberta. So Dara Grega, a forward on the team, could have her 24 hours with the cup. Except when it arrived in Alberta, the shipping crate was empty. And the trophy was lost.
Okay.
Then, unlike the NHL, the PWHL does not have security that follows the cup around everywhere it goes. So a massive manhunt was launched. A massive manhunt. They went to William Murdoch. I'm going to name all Canadian TV detectives. John Cardinal, I was going to go with Banachek Colombo and J.B. Fletcher. Suddenly it was discovered. It was discovered, Mitch, 2 days ago, but the PWHL will not say where it was found. I think they just made another one. That's my suspicion. These women's leagues will answer no questions about anything. But the Walter Cup is back. PWHL!
You cannot be serious!
Did we talk about this like a couple months ago? Doesn't the same guy own every team in that league?
Yeah, they're expanding. They're going from 8 teams to 12 teams, and they're going to have American teams. They have incredible attendance numbers, Mitch. They have like 11,000, but I think most of the tickets are giveaways or dirt cheap. But the league's expanding.
Okay. That's great news.
I'll be damned.
Are you still anticipating 25,000 plus for Survivor?
Yes, I'll say yes. I'll say it's going to be between 25 and 26 is my revised estimate. So today, with 18 days left, heading into today, we have 12,458 in Survivor compared to 7,725. That's 61% up. 2,742 in Millions compared to 2,391. That's 15% up. And 29 Grandissimo compared to 19. Last year on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday of contest sign-up weekend, we did 650 Millions, 2,000 Survivor, and 3 Grandissimo. So I think we'll get there. I think going into the last week, we'll probably already be at last year's number, and then whatever we get that last week when you're doing almost 1,000 a day, will be over.
Okay. But 30,000 now is out of range?
Yes, I do believe it's out of range.
Oh.
It's hard to keep up with the pacing now because you're going to go up against these days with 600, 700,
Right.
800.
Are you still betting baseball on the daily?
I am.
What do you like tonight?
I bet one game tonight. First 5 under 4. Mackenzie Gore going for
That's
Texas.
Rangers White Sox, right?
Rangers.
Burke?
White Sox. Yeah,
Yep,
Burke's
Burke.
been terrific.
He's good.
Burke's been incredible since like the first 6 weeks of the year. He's been lights out. Been clearly their best pitcher.
You buying this with Kansas City?
That's the 9? Well, they're 9 in a row.
in
They
a
got to
row?
win 90 in a row to get in the playoffs.
Remind him of last year.
This is 1 year ago today. Cleveland was 12 and a half back. Caught Detroit. Won 24 of the final 32. Detroit imploded. Won the division by a game.
So could the
Detroit also imploded after the White Sox just swept them. I thought they
No
were going to
kidding.
win the
boy, did
division.
they ever.
Shut out.
They
today.
were up. They were up 3-1 in that game, the first game that Friday night against the AAA pitcher, and lost that game, and they've imploded ever since. Let's go rapid fire, huh, Mitch? Liberty tomorrow night, money line against Valkyries, -135 in New York. They've been off since Saturday. Valkyries' 4th road game in 6 days.
Also off the humongous win the other night.
Yeah, beating Minnesota.
Killing them.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this about Minnesota. They missed that Williams girl. They can't play with pace with just Miles. They need Williams as well to keep pace. All right, then let's go to some soccer. Paul, you asked about soccer futures.
Tottenham?
Are
we doing this again with Tottenham?
I got Tottenham 16-1 to be relegated. They should have been relegated last year.
Yeah, terrible in their first match.
Real Madrid to win La Liga over Barcelona +120. I'm a Mourinho guy. And then in Ligue 2 in France, Saint Etienne. I mean, they're scoring 4 goals a game. They're killing everybody. They're still +120 to win League 2.
League 2. Is that readily available?
Readily available.
Hot Shots Part 2, Charlie Sheen?
Part 2. That's the only reason I can try to pronounce it from that movie title.
Okay. All right. Contrarian play, Sonny Gray tonight. Under 17.5 outs, +170.
I don't mind it.
There's been some... This stuff that's been going on in... How was Paul Skeens really good last night? How did the Giants rock Chase Burns the other day?
Wu had nothing today.
Wu had absolutely nothing. Gavin Williams got destroyed. What was that?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get there with the strikeouts. Miz keeps
Nah,
rolling.
that's
Yeah.
a dead bet now, I think. Dead bet. 13-1 most strikeouts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
You can give it a run. He had like, 4 in a row where he's averaging 11.5?
Yep. Great job, Mike.
Thanks.
A-minus.
A-?
Yes.
Strong? Good?
There's
Fair?
no swimming. He hated when I had swimming in it.
Okay.
Be serious.
You're well grounded. You're well, all over the place. So good.
We'll discuss the first
Well read.
quarterback to throw for 400 yards in a game coming up next.
The guy has an algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're on.
Well, Mitch was onto it. He thought something was going to happen right away. Reds lead in the top of the 9th, 50-1 in play. 9-3 Giants. It's their first chance to sweep a team all year. 9-3 in the 9th. Home run, single, walk. That's what you want. Up 5 runs, walk in the ballpark.
Of course you do.
Home, then a grand slam. The guy bunts, they throw it in the outfield. The next guy bunts, they throw that away. Sack fly, base hit. The lead was gone before they got an out. How about that?
Yeah.
10-9 Reds, still batting top of the ninth.
But first I said, everything's clear now, right?
Oh, God.
The total's over. Giants should be good. Like, outs, all right. And then as soon as it was 9-4, leadoff home run, Ellie got on. I'm like, hold on a second here. This looks a little dicey.
Ridiculous. That should never happen.
I tell you what, they got to pick it up and play tomorrow against Arizona.
No kidding. Good fade material. He's been so good in this ballpark since the trade. Freddie let us down yesterday. Couldn't do a damn thing for the Dodgers. I'm glad we mentioned the Varsho stuff, though, as well. He had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. So, big comeback by Cleveland. They got 2 in the ninth to take the lead against the Angels. How about the Guardians? $1.10 to make the playoffs. I can either win the division, and I'm 2 back, or I can get the wild card. I only have 2 series left against teams with a winning record. That's nuts. Doesn't mean they're going to win, but then again, I like that. And fun markets we've talked about all week at DraftKings, the fast futures. They start off with the Raiders, then it's the 49ers. He's got to get a ton of carries and a lot of touches. First player to have 150 yards rushing in a game, Achane, 16-1. Fun stuff up there, fast futures, and also you see the markets up there with the player stuff related.
I think it's a pretty good look.
It's here. Ready for football.
I
Let's
might have
go.
to tell you on that. Is that easy to find on the app?
Oh, yes, it is. You'll see it.
Okay. That's a fast future on Caesars.
No, it's there's fast futures, and next to it is next player to record.
Okay.
It goes 400 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns in a game, 150 rushing, 3 rushing touchdowns in a game.
Okay.
And then what do they have? $150 receiving. It's great.
Very good.
Next player to record.
Paul Skeens under 16.5 outs last night. Trending in the wrong direction. That was actually a good number available because it was 15.5 at most books. Only like 10 cents difference. I'll take the extra out and pay the 10 cents. Nope. Kid was really good last night. Padres couldn't get anything off him at all. Padres, man, how many teams have looked good for like several long stretches this year and then look bad?
Yeah, this doesn't make sense right
Like
now.
the offense just has disappeared now this week all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that was a loser last night. No fun. Yeah, I'm another person on the USC San Jose State over at 60
Sure.
and a half. And let's see here.
Hit me. Give it to me.
Let me give you, hold on. I want to give you some of their recent scores.
Okay.
They beat Rice 66-14. They beat Fresno 45-17. They beat San Jose State 56-28. They beat Nevada 66-14. There's a 73-13 in there, a 59-20 as well.
Are these openers or just going back home games?
It's
non-con.
It's Lincoln Riley in tune-up games, 4 seasons with USC.
Nice.
So now we also got a tweet.
This is good.
Somebody, a VSiN viewer modeling. I think Adam Burke has been. He'll have his numbers are available for this game as well. But Youngstown State is laying 26.5 against Mercyhurst. It's a small bet here. I'll lay it because Luke, the name of the viewer again, Max Newberry. His model is calling for a 50-plus point win by Youngstown State. Okay, I'll put a small bet on that to see if his model is right to begin the year. Youngstown State, 26.5 against Mercyhurst. In pocket, baby. That's all I have.
28.5 at DK. Ooh,
Okay.
good schedule, yeah. A lot of action tomorrow. Great to have it back. Sure, Brad Powers is ready to go Thursday and Friday with the FCS. And we're ready tonight. Tonight's episode is called The Hedge. Circa Survivor documentary heating up. 49 survivors, 19 million on the line, with weeks 14 through 16 delivering the final stretch before the Christmas slate. Who takes the money? Who rolls the dice? They go deep inside the minds of the contestants still standing, exploring the impossible decisions that come with life-changing sums on the line. Watch the next episode tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern on VSiN. All episodes are on YouTube right now. Search VSiN Live. The Hedge tonight. Good
Okay,
luck.
so let me pay this off, Paulie. as it came to my attention today that these numbers are already up at Circa Sportsbooks. If you have one in your state and you love betting the NHL, they already are offering most points. And this goes for, I think there's a couple of games in September and October. So you can bet this, much like how the baseball market has been taking off in popularity over the years.
Right.
You have a full month to dive into your numbers and bet this. So, again, most monthly points for September and October in the NHL, and the Golden Knights are plus 425, Hurricanes are plus 550, and you can go check out the odds for those of you living in a Circa state on the app, or for those of you coming to maybe Circa or Las Vegas before the football season starts. And if you love betting the NHL, that would be a fun market to dive into, much like we do every single month in Major League Baseball. Great job by Jeff Davis here at Circa by posting those. You have a good month to break that down. I'll have to talk to some NHL sharps to see what they think about that. So right now in baseball, Reds still up. A great job, Luke, by doing that.
Excellent.
Reds
Good
leading
stuff.
the Giants 10-9 now. Runner on first, 2 outs. Ellie De La Cruz 3 for 5 on the day at the plate. And that is a great play by the third baseman there. Giants will be coming up bottom of the ninth inning.
I don't mind taking the 8-1 to come back and win the game.
I don't mind it either.
But I just got a text from the Hall of Famer Nick Bogdanovich. Whiskey and a revolver, skip the whiskey. Yeah. He's right. This sport, what a joke.
Your Guardians just won.
Yeah, big win.
They came back to win 4-3. They got
Yeah,
2
it
in the
was a
top of the
big
ninth
win.
against the Angels.
Yeah, that was a big win.
And would you believe it? Sonny Gray's already given up a run.
Rat line.
A rat line.
Yeah.
And
It's all right. They'll come back.
he is at 14 pitches. See how many it's gonna take. Now, my thing is, I wanted to go under the. I don't have any guts though betting baseball right now. I wanted to go under his outs prop at a huge plus price under 17.5. Be a contrarian on that. Just to in that string of the obvious bets here this week have been so far off.
What do you think in Week 1 Survivor?
I am not thinking the Raiders. I'll tell you that.
Right. I can't do that either.
I don't want to do it.
Jacksonville?
Are they going to be too
Philadelphia?
popular?
You're not using the Chargers. Laying 11 against Arizona. Who are you thinking?
Are you sure you don't want to use the Chargers?
Yeah, come on.
Why not? You will not have another time to use the Chargers for like 2 months down the road. More than that.
It's that long?
Unless you want to play them against Vegas in a divisional game in week 2. Starting in week 3, at Buffalo, at Seattle, Denver at home, at Kansas City. They get the bye. At the Rams, Texans at Baltimore. You would have to wait, if you don't use them right away, until November 22nd to play them against the Jets. You got to wait at least 2 full months to use them again. But they're also going to be, I was going to say number 1 with a bullet. They
yes,
might
they
not
are.
be. Jacksonville might be number 1.
Yeah, I can see it. How bad the Browns have looked. And Watson. Yep. We met a couple guys from Boston after the show the other day, and they were saying the Titans. Hey, that's okay. At home against the Jets.
Oh, boy.
No way. No way.
I don't know if I want to bow out using the Titans in week 1 like that. I'll tell you another team I don't think I want to be on. I don't think I want to be on the Lions against the Saints.
Really?
Not in Survivor, no. I'd rather play
Well,
them like on a teaser.
Okay.
Because if I lose a teaser because of that fine.
I could be concerned about the defense. So you got rid
Of
of
course
sure.
you could be,
Sure.
yeah.
I talked to, and JT the Brick was at practice as well. He thought the same thing as everybody, that they thought it was a knee with Genty. And everyone,
Wow.
like, what, was he just grabbing? Was he like this or what? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was an ankle. Whole thing weird. But it'll be fun to talk to John Jansen about stuff like that tomorrow and injuries and watching Hard Knocks. And you feel terrible for Bobo, who tore his ACL on a simple pass pattern in practice and
Hey,
yelling in pain. And he
I got
knows his season.
another team for you. Sorry to cut you
Okay,
off.
go ahead. Yeah, no.
Steelers at home against the Falcons.
Well, if
Sneaky.
it's Tua, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that if it's Tua. That is sneaky.
Up next, VSIN Primetime live from Hawaii. Tim Murray, Matt Humans, 4 hours of college football at 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss the 6th episode of the Circa Survivor documentary. Then it's right back to more Island Primetime, followed by Cashing Out with Dustin Sweetelson at 11 p.m. tonight. Good luck with the bets.